Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this live broadcast. I am Skip LaCour. I am so glad you are here, whether you're watching me live or on a replay version. I'm so glad you are here. This is the time to say hello. This is the time to make this interactive. I always want to acknowledge you for being here. I am so glad that you're taking the time to even entertain what I have to say. So make sure you post your comments, your questions, any comments how I can make this experience better for you, what you want to see more of, maybe what you want to see less of. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. And also tell me where you're from. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, Shalom. So glad you're here. Whether you're watching this live on a replay version, post your comments and questions down below too, because I go through this feed all throughout the day. Maybe you've noticed that. Maybe this is a better time on the weekends for you to catch a live broadcast. You're going to notice that I'm going to mix it up now. All right, I'm going to train with you in the gym. I'm going to be with you outside of the gym. I'm going to be behind my desk. Because the men who love this, I want to talk about the men who my message is geared for. And I also want to tell you, if you've noticed how the intensity, the passion has been coming through me at higher and higher levels. All right, I want to tell you why and how you're going to benefit from it if you're the type of man who is into this, to be your best with your physical body, and you want to become your best outside of the gym to create more options, better relationships, more experiences for yourself and your family, maybe for your future family. Then this is a social media platform for you. MANformation is all about you becoming your best both inside and outside the gym. It's about thinking big. And it's also thinking bigger than getting bigger. All right. So this is the social media platform for you. I'm so glad you're here. Again, whether you're watching live on a replay version, it's all great. All right. Set your notifications. Again, I'm going to start mixing up when I come live, and you want to make sure that you are here with me as I do these live broadcasts. All right. So today, I'm so glad you are here. Hello, Angel. Hello, Aaron. So glad you are here. So you got a lot of muscle shots, right? You guys want to see the muscle shots. I've had a lot more requests for all of the muscle shots. Someone said to me the other day, man, you know, hey, I read your MANformation. I've gone through the program. You said, hey, don't play yourself down. Show those muscles. You're looking amazing at 55 years old. Well, and I said, you know what? Thank you for your appreciation for my muscles. I'll be more than happy to show you my muscles. But I did want to tell them is that, you know, maybe you've seen my MANformation where, you know, some guys have been with me for like up to 20 years. I was so passionate about the muscles and the training and the eating and the strategies and the lifestyle and the competing. And I shared. I was on fire. A scale from 1 to 10, I was at 11 for many, many years. That was the attraction. You know, they weren't all hardcore in their fitness. I've met men around the world, like successful businessmen, around the world, and they would come up to me, just go, oh man, I was really into your stuff. Dude, you were hardcore. I couldn't keep up with it, right? So whether you agreed with the training philosophy, you know, the heavy working out, maybe the not so perfect form, the lower volume, the lower number of reps per set, or the strictness of my diet and attention to detail, the nutrient timing, or whatever it may be. Some people have doubted, is there any way that guy can be drug-free? There's no way. I'm not quite so sure. But you know what? Got to respect him. He's leaving it all on the floor. He's living that 11 out of 10 lifestyle, right? That's how I was. And I got to tell you guys, if you've been watching me, is over the years, and you notice a distinct difference now, and maybe there's a lesson in it for you, is that all of that hard work, all that discipline, it served me well. Trust me, I appreciate my accomplishments. All right? I know that's why you're here. That's what you've respected most of me, okay? But just like in life, you set a goal, you have no idea if it's going to give you that level of happiness and fulfillment that you work so hard for. But you have to believe. You have to believe, because that gets you up in the morning, that it keeps you late at night. You feel this pressure in your gut that you got to come up with answers. And when you have that pressure in your gut, that's what makes you come up with answers. Deadlines make us come alive. It makes us, it forces us to step up and use our power, our talent, our abilities. It makes us use our willpower, focus, energy, and time in the most effective and efficient manner. We need that, right? That angst in our belly, right? And when you do all that and you reach a goal and you say, hey, this is cool, it's what I was after, and a lot of guys respect what I've done, but this isn't it. This isn't everything. I didn't work this hard just for this set of feelings. I'm appreciative, don't get me wrong. Maybe you've had a goal and you know that feeling. See, here's the thing about it. If you're a guy like me, you love the discipline, you love the structure, you love the template, you can work hard, you like to block out people and distractions, you can tuck yourself away, you don't care what people think, you're right, you're doing better than most, and that's when you do your best, right? You're probably enjoying a lot of benefits. I'm not sure if you appreciate all the benefits by being that way, but you're just like me. But you keep at it, there's going to be a lot of benefits. And I want to encourage you to become more of your great talent and ability to get what you want. Let me just tell you this, though. The same thoughts and actions that make us amazing can sometimes hold us back. But we don't know that. We have to actually achieve the goal to kind of sort things out and then come back and then create that balance, right? And that's why I say, I will support your goal. I can't tell you what to want. I can't tell you what's important to you, right? I always say, go for it. Get in it. Be all in. Because until you achieve it, you won't know. You can't think your way through this. You got to do the work, and you're driven by emotion. You got to block out the downside, and you know that. Right? And that's what I did. And that's what makes us great. That's what makes you great. And we're probably a lot alike. That's why you are watching my live broadcast and you're relating to my stories. Lucia said to me yesterday, it's your stories. You pick out all these personality distinctions. And I'm more than happy to share all my trials and tribulations in addition to my success and everything in between. If it's giving you clues on how to crack the code to have the life that you want, I'm more than happy to do that. I want your life to be better than mine. I want you to get to whatever your definition of happiness and fulfillment more effectively and efficiently than me. I want you to enjoy the quality of life that I'm enjoying at this age. I want you to get it 20 years younger, if you're 20 years younger than me. If you're like me, a lot of guys, we're about the same age. They've been on this journey in all the different phases in life, and now they're ready to focus on their MANformation. I want to go through this for you. I want to learn. I want to teach you everything I learned, all the strategies, all the distinctions, by pushing myself. Because again, if you say, what, someday when I have 6 national champion drug-free bodybuilding championships and they're in the magazines and I create a DVD, then I'll be happy. Well, we don't know, but you got to go on the journey to find out. You can't intellectualize it. You got to just go with emotion, and then life is long. It comes in ebbs and flows, and you'll balance it out, but you can't think your way. You got to achieve that goal. I want to support you. Along the way, I want to help you do it better, right? And that's where I come in with my 55 years on the planet. I have accomplished those goals, and 14 years removed, I've been balancing things out. That's what MANformation is all about. I want to give you more insight and perspective and strategy so you have the total package sooner in life. I don't want you to get all the benefits of your template black and white thinking, and then it gets you to what's better than most. And what I say, a scale from 1 to 10, it's like a 7. And you're going, okay, well, it's time to get to an 8, 9. I didn't work this hard just for a 7. But you keep on doing the same things. You keep on thinking the same way, and you never crack past 7. And sometimes that's the worst trap, because it's tough to complain when you're doing better than most. But you are appreciative, but I didn't do all this work just to get to a 7, right? And I'm telling you, the same things that empower us, that make us great, that way of thinking that got us to a 7, may keep us at a 7. And that's where I come in, as your big brother, as your friend, as your mentor. That's where I can provide value that I am telling you you're not going to get outside in the fitness-only world. All right? We're attracted to fitness for a lot of the same personality things. And I talk more and more about that. Maybe you're finding that out as we go through that journey. But I want to talk about, if you've seen me come alive, and I'll just tell you this, it is 14 years ago when I retired, I didn't realize this, but I was afraid to be all in. I was afraid to just come up with a plan, decide, and make it work. Back when, I'll tell you this, there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't Instagram. You couldn't just turn on a high-quality camera and show your stuff, and then fans came and followers and admirers came. Man, you had one avenue, and it was through the magazines. And you had to be influential and persuasive and want it and make the connections, in addition to having a great body and knowledge and talented, right? When I said, I want to make my mark as a drug-free body, but with my physique, with my writing, and quit my regular job, my safe and secure job, there was no template for that. There was no black and white, do this, this. There weren't role models to do that because it was kind of this new thing. But that didn't stop me. Somehow, some way, I was to create enough certainty to just be all in. All right? And I know that's what you're looking for in life, because I'll tell you, whether you win or you lose, if you can go all in and feel in control that, you know what, I may have lost today, but I got a plan, and it's going to pay off. I mean, that's what life is. Life is about using all your talents and abilities, your willpower, focus, time, and energy to the fullest, and feeling in control, whether you reach the goal or not. I was able to do that, but after I retired, I was not able to do that. I mean, I had my flurries and things like that, and I was rounding out other areas of my life, but it didn't equal an 11 out of 10. But I'm back now. I realized the fear that if I left it all on the line and all on the floor like I did with my bodybuilding training, maybe I'll create more pockets and more holes. Right? I did a lot of things since I retired. I created that MANformation program. It helped me understand myself and dealing with other people and stepping into my full power, the whole MANformation program. I lived it, I breathed it, I created the program. It's helped out men all over the world. Then it was about family, understanding what I was doing to put away relationships and keeping that layer of intimacy. I wanted deep intimacy, but I had to kind of go through the self-awareness. Right, what was preventing it? So I'm married, and my family, and if you've watched this enough, you know how much that it means to me. That's just who I am. If you're like that, if you're a lot like that, and you want to become more of it, maybe for your future family, maybe I have some clues for you to crack the code there too. It took me a long time to crack that code, but it's everything in the world to me, right? And if you're a lot like that, then this is the social media platform. You're going to love MANformation. Down below I've described, right, and the men, and that's the other thing too. It's just not my experience. It's just not my journey. It's not just what I've learned over 28 years of filling so many fitness questions for people like us. It's my one-on-one coaching where I talk to men for hours and hours and hours, dozens of men over the years, and I find the similarity in our stories, guys like us. So when you read down below, and if that describes you, then you're in the right place. I've got some answers for you. I may have some answers, some questions that haven't even formulated in your head as questions yet. All right? Can you tell I'm a little bit passionate about this? As you can tell, is that I've aligned things. I've got so many things planned. MANformation program, I've got a training program. I'm going to lose a few pounds, right? You see me at 55 getting in shape. I want to lose a few more pounds. I'm shooting this video series, and it's MANformation training just for this type of guy, this type of lifestyle. I want more than just an amazing body, right? Not sacrificing the amazing body. I want to believe that I'm still working hard to have an amazing body, just more effective and efficient to leave room in that willpower, focus, energy, and time to have more things in life, to not use more than you have to for the body and still get it, and then do your life. And it's going to be like this members-only website. You get in there absolutely free. And I'm going to be executing the routines, and I'm going to describe the philosophy to have a great life and leave room for that great body. So it's a mindset, it's strategies, it's training routines, MANformation training, that's coming up. Now, a lot of people, they want this lifestyle, this family. They're a lot like me, and maybe they haven't been able to get it like I couldn't. And they want to crack the code too. My wife is a former fitness competitor. This whole rounding out of life, we've gone through this together. And she has so many amazing stories from her perspective, how she supports me, how she looks at me, but also how she lives her life, how she opens up. There's a lot of women who get a lot out of this MANformation, even though it's called MANformation. Well, she's going to bring her special brand, MANformation for her. Okay, MANformation for her, with her stories, her blogs, family, how she balances out, and how it all supports our big picture. So if you're a man, it'll be very beneficial for you, if you love this stuff you're making, your MANformation, to have your wife come along, and she could probably really connect with Carrie's story and really help in so many ways along the way, little by little through this. All right, I've got 2 books. It's a Man of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. If you're a lot like me, it may give you some clues on what you need to unravel. Got another book. It's called Set Your Entire Life Up Like a Contest to Win Big There Too. And that's how to put this all together. If you've entered a contest, the most amazing experience. Win or lose, you have your eye on the prize, that contest, that deadline. There's no better feeling. And it really doesn't matter what place you come in the contest. And if you've entered a contest, you know what I'm talking about. So imagine if you can set your entire life up like a contest and win big there too. I got the strategies, I got the distinctions. There's no template for this, all right? There's no black and white thinking to this. It's all individualized to you, your needs. But I've created a way of thinking and doing so you can go through a checklist, find out what's most important to you so you can live with that passion, with that eye on a bigger prize than just a trophy, and that set your entire life up like a contest and win big there too, right? So you're going to see a lot more of the LaCour family. Like I said, our branding, our colors, the MANformation, blue, light blue, black, gray, and white. I'm really excited, and I want to be an example of setting your life up like a contest so you can live with passion, kind of understand your fears, and work through them too. So got all of those things going on. As you can tell, I'm really passionate, but what you're seeing is I kind of worked through my fears, what was holding me back. I wasn't, kind of open up myself to more options, and that's what's going on here. And I want you to come through the right. I want to share with you what I've learned along the way. Hello, Michael, for joining us. Hello, Aklash, for being here. All right, so thank you so much for being here. I'm going to hit a couple more muscle shots. I want to kind of see how I'm progressing, and you and I can go on this journey as I kind of, take my physique to higher and higher levels. I'm going to need to take off here, but here's the offer. I'm posting a lot of ways for you to get a hold of me this weekend. I'm going to be answering your questions all weekend long. Now, let me tell you why I do this is that, I've got these big, huge dreams to make a huge impact, a bigger impact on your life than anything I did with my muscles, right? It's like there's no template for it, right? The more and more I talk to you, I just talked to a gentleman for 3 hours the other night, and I'm telling you, everything he talked about is what, how I described, if you're a man like us, like me, he was that way too, which is very common with the men who I talk to. And in those 3 hours, it just made me think, damn, all of my 33 years of work, my 28 years in fitness, 33 years in personal development, my thousands of hours with men like us on the phone, dozens of men through my one-on-one coaching, it all came out in these 3 hours. It was a masterful 3 hours. I've got the recording, and it's exactly my book. It's a Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder, the Epiphanies. Right? I don't tell you what's going on. I'm just going to tell you what went on with me. If you can learn from it, great. If it doesn't apply for you, great. It's really helped out a lot of men. And it was how to set your entire life up like a contest. It was 3 hours of power. It makes me more and more confident in what I'm doing because there is no template for this. I'm imagining that I can be this fitness/personal development guy, this guy who has a whole impact on the fitness world like I did times 10, plus be like the Tony Robbins of fitness, our select group, maybe people who are like described, who they do maybe well in the black and white template thinking they need to expand upon it. It's a very specific group. The more and more I talk to guys like you and me, the more power I get and things get done. I get more and more excited the more and more I talk. That's why I learn. I'm willing to do the work, right? So I'll talk to you for 10 minutes, right? This entire weekend, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm helping you, right? So take advantage of that. You fill out the questionnaire at skiplacour.com/talk, right? It's going to, through my coaching experience, it's going to get you to think, right? You're not going to have to randomly think, well, what should I talk to Skip? I'll take you through a process to get you clear with specific tested questions, right? So go to skiplacour.com/talk, all right? You can even call me directly. That phone number is there too, 213-973-8255. 213-973-8790. That's posted down below, 213-973-8790. All right? I'll be calling you back from the 925 area code if I don't answer the phone. Okay, all weekend long. Take charge, take action. If you're the type of man down below, if I've described you and life is good, you're progressing, you just can't break past that 7 and use all of your potential, and time's going by. I've got strategies, I've got distinctions. I want to help you while you're helping me. All right, so you can call that phone number too. Or if it's more convenient, go to talkwithskip.com, talkwithskip.com, and you can set up a 10-minute session that way. So there's a lot of ways to win this weekend. I'm dedicating to you and to me our growth. So I want you to take advantage of that. Again, guys, post your questions in your comments down below. Post them down below. I'll answer them. I'll acknowledge you for being here. Thank you so much for doing that. Again, let's talk. All right. Let's see. So like I said, I'm going to be filming here pretty soon. I've been working hard. As you guys, I think you guys know. Like I said, this is the lightest I've been. Lightest I've been in 14 years. So I figure I got about 3 pounds to go. All right, guys. All right, so who's going to call me? Who's going to call me? All right, I want you to do that. All right, so have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big and think bigger than getting bigger. I will talk to you this weekend. Take action now.